911, what's your emergency?
There's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
She's here. But not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail. She has no face.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabel Diaz. Mirabel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress, but trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party, but legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Mirabel found a path to acting in an unexpected place, Wild Tides Water Park. There, Mirabel donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Mirabel became Miss Mirabel, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing: Mirabel Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
She was a pretty rag. Some say she had web feet. She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, "Hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Yeah, regulation bowling alley, you understand? Yeah, the real deal." Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. Yeah, all kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pint-toed beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Yeah, maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3 bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employees half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabel, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this. Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Oh, or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps hard against a glass wall.
don't mind her. That's Cannellini. Here, girl. Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escaped. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tides Water Park, remembers Mirabelle a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing. For a brunette? Except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. She'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost ambassador to Kazakhstan. And people don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center. Sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know, my children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have, so. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right. 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer. Oh, so gifted. I was never like that. I mean, everyone's different.
Welcome
Some of
to
us are
today's
more into
candid
the
meditation session.
artistry of it all.
I'm so glad you're
I'm
here.
a Wild Tides Water Park
For the
mermaid
next
because I
20
believe
minutes,
it's important
I'll be
to
guiding you
provide
towards
families with
seeking peace
wholesome,
in
all
times of
ages
chaos.
entertainment at an affordable price.
I invite you to find a
Others,
comfortable position,
they
be
like
it
the
in a
attention.
chair, on the floor,
Not that
or on
I'm
a
blaming
cushion.
her for what happened.
Be sure
Gosh,
to
no.
sit up
She
straight,
was a nice
your
person.
arms
She didn't
resting
deserve that.
comfortably on your lap,
Not at all.
your
You
palms
just
facing
never
down.
think something like that would happen in a
If you're seated in a
teeny
chair,
little
I invite you to
teensy-weensy
place
town
both
like
feet
Mystic
firmly
Bay.
on the ground.
I mean, besides that time that
If you're
poor
seated
boy
on the
was
floor
pushed into
or
that
on a
hydraulic
cushion,
press,
I encourage
or
you to
that old
position
man who
yourself in such a
spontaneously
way
combusted in the
that you
public
feel
parking lot.
fully grounded
But other than
and
that, you
supported
just never
in the
think of bad stuff happening here.
I'll give you a
It
few
was so
more
sad
seconds to
what
find the
happened to
position
her.
that's right
Of course,
for
we
you.
all suspected Jared. He was weird. He followed her around like a puppy. A weird puppy.
Ready?
Mirabelle's disappearance
Let's begin.
left a mark on the minuscule town of
You
Mystic
can
Bay,
close your
with
eyes
search
or
missions
just let your
hampered
vision
by down
gradually
power
soften.
lines and felled trees.
Whichever is best
As
for you.
days turned into weeks, the town's
Let's
optimism
start by
began to
focusing on our
fade.
prayer.
That said, losing hope is
there may be
something
other
of a
things
custom for
vying
residents
for
of
your
Mystic Bay. For
Sound,
years, competing
smell,
theme parks, virus outbreaks,
traffic,
daylight savings, and a quickly
children,
shifting culture led to a downturn in park numbers.
Keyboard
Hey, come on
clicking,
now. Wild Tides is still
Footsteps
top
down the hall.
quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the
Hydraulic
state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right?
the hum,
But the
and
fact of the
drone
matter
of
is,
electrical appliances.
kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather be on their phones playing Candy Crush or Roblox Adopt Me or Neil.fun than at a park with their folks. So people stopped coming. And then,
Now,
of course,
let's breathe in
That's
for
when they
3
found
counts, allowing your
Or,
chest and belly
or what was left
to
of it.
expand.
What was left of Mirabelle was found by Jared Holt on November 15th, 2012.
That's good.
3 months after she went
Hold
missing.
your breath for 3
That's his
counts.
voice you heard in the 911 call at the top of the episode.
She has her tail. She has no face.
Well done.
When Chippewa County Police
Next,
arrived at the
release
scene,
your breath
they
through your
discovered
mouth
a
with
grisly
an audible
sight.
sigh for
Mirabelle
6
Diaz,
counts.
lodged in
Ready?
the jaws of the megalodon megatwister, her mermaid tail curled daintily beneath her on the ancient beast's pink fiberglass tongue. The park's earliest
Very
attendees, a group of school children from the St.
let's do
Brendan
that
the
again.
Navigator Institute for Marine Biology,
in.
followed Jared's
1,
gaze, the park's
2,
famed mermaid
3.
staring back at them.
And
That
hold.
is, if she
1,
could have stared back. Jessalyn Garcia
And now
remembers the
gently
day
breathe out
vividly.
with a sigh.
Oh, he was all cat and tonic when he first saw her. You know, like he couldn't move or blink or
Good.
say a single word.
One last time.
Oh, poor thing. He
Focus
just
on the
stood
breath.
there,
How it
looking into the
feels
hole
in
where her
your
face
life.
had been.
And how it
And it was
feels
all
flowing out
sunk
back into
in.
the world.
A pit.
There is
No
always
offense to Mirabelle, but you know,
stillness to be
I
found
think it was the
here.
worst I've ever
The
seen her
peace
look.
amid the
And it was the
chaos.
first day since the hurricane that the park was open to the public. That's what's so sad about it.
3.
November is always a slow month. The water's cold, the sun sets early. It's peak season for the flesh-eating algae that sometimes grows on the lazy river inner tubes. But we lost so much money because of the storm that we were all just so excited for the park to open back up again.
Wonderful.
And someone
Now
had
that you've
just
begun
up
to
and
relax,
shoved
let's
poor
continue
little old
to bring
Mirabelle
your
into the
focus
big old shark's
further
mouth.
inward.
How's that for taking the
If
steak
you
right out of your
experience
popsicle?
a distracting
Now,
thought,
Jessalyn had a pretty good idea of who was responsible. But first,
errands, obligations, let them all
speaking of
fall away.
popsicles,
And just
when's the
quietly
last time
bring your
you
focus
enjoyed a
back
mouthful of
to your
fresh,
breathing.
home-cooked food?
your body.
Between work and errands, there's
To
never
your
time to cook a proper meal. That's where Dinner Dash comes in.
is your anchor.
Dinner Dash is a weekly meal delivery
is your
service
peace
focused on
in
fresh,
times of
organic
chaos.
ingredients with recipes
Whenever you
chosen
stray
by real
or become
chefs.
distracted,
Best of all, Dinner Dash
return
meals
to your
never expire. Using our secret technology, we have made eggs that last forever. Get 20% off your first Dinner Dash weekly meal kit with code KILLER20. Dinner Dash. Meals that are
Follow
eternal.
this string
Back to the case.
and moving your
Here's
awareness down
Jessalyn.
through the length of the
Now, the
body.
first thing you gotta
Allow
understand
each part
about Mystic
to
Bay
relax
is that it's a
and
small
soften.
town. And real small. Itty
you'd
bitty.
like,
So
it feels
everyone knows everyone here.
You can
I went to
tense
school with Jared and Mirabelle,
slowly
worked
release
alongside
each
them
body
here at the
part
park.
as you step.
And Jared,
Feel
well, I
free
can say
to
this
adjust
right
your
because I know
position as
him.
needed at any
he's
time
probably just
throughout
about
this
the worst
meditation.
mascot we've ever had.
If
The
you
only
should
reason
feel
he kept
any
his job is because
discomfort
no one
during
else
this
wanted to wear the
exercise,
costume.
simply
And when I
take
say
note
he
of
wanted
it.
to wear the costume, I
Observe
mean he
the sensation.
really,
There's no need to
really,
judge.
really wanted to wear the costume.
Let's begin.
Like, really.
We'll start at the crown of your head. Relax your skin.
Not in a
As you move down,
God-honoring
you can
way.
relax your breath, letting the eyes soften. Let tension melt away from the temples.
Jared Holt had dressed as Wild Tide's water park's iconic mascot, Manny the Manatee, since dropping out of Mystic Bay High School in 1999. His costume consisted of a massive suit carved of fleece and foam, complete with flippers, a floppy headpiece, and Manny's signature orange flip-flops. All told, the costume weighed in at a staggering 140 pounds and was said to have reached internal temperatures of up to 100 degrees, 310 Kelvin in the searing Florida heat. Past Manny the Manatees have been recorded passing out from the extreme temperature, including one Manny who, in 1973, collapsed face first into a child's birthday cake, and another who, in 1985, became partially baked within the suit while conducting a water safety demonstration at the park's wave pool. For years, Wild Tide's water park officials could not find workers willing to put on the suit.
You've got mail.
Whoa.
You've got mail.
Change the design? Yeah, no. Out of the question. That Manny the Manatee suit was designed by my own daddy, Frank Wild Sr. Jr. He had
Here we go. 4, 3,
to sell
crunch it
all of
down.
the beans
Hey,
and
come on, y'all.
spices across the continent.
Come on, let's go.
United
Come on, I
States
need you right here.
And to make a
Crunch it
true
down.
man,
Hey.
hybrid, he
Come on.
referred to as.
Let's work out. Come on. And give me
You got
3
mail.
knees. Get them up.
That's the
3,
second closest.
2,
Got it.
1. Switch it up. 3. Now go back to those crunches. Punch it down.
But the suit's
4.
too
Come on.
heavy.
3. Let's go. 2. Come on.
But as a
3 knees.
got
Count it
mail.
down.
Man up.
3, 2,
got mail.
1. Switch it up.
Come on.
3.
Change the
2.
suit.
Corner
What?
knee.
Kidding me with
We're
that?
gonna kind of build that project
Smell
as
the
we
suit
go. All
before
right.
you saw it.
Let's go.
It was closest
Now
to.
crunch it down.
Did you ever have a Florida
Keep going
style
back to
pizza?
the top.
Well,
You got
take
mail.
a handful of saltine crackers and sort of spread them out on a paper plate, sprinkle cheese, turtle jerky, and a little bit of gas station pickle, and a sprinkle of boiled peas.
3.
Just
What's the
leave it
move?
out for a
Corner
little
knee.
bit,
Don't worry, you
sunshine,
don't have
juice,
to
magic,
remember it.
and voila, you got yourself a meal.
I always
Now,
call it out.
it's delicious.
Corner
You're
curl.
really smelling it for about a mile, 2 miles out if the wind hits just right.
Let's go. Back to those crunches. Crunch it down. 4. Don't quit on
The
me.
mannequin
3.
suit
Don't stop
smell
on me.
sort of
2.
like that.
Let's go.
Florida
3
style.
knees. Count it down.
Or rotten
3,
broccoli.
2,
Despite
1.
the suit's
There you go.
numerous downsides,
3,
one
2.
is one
Corner
person
curl.
more than willing
And
to
if you get
dine
some of the
with
movements messed up,
Jared.
so what? Now we're adding your side
He
leg.
strayed from the light of the
Leg.
Lord. I can tell you that much for
Leg.
nothing. Tampering with the divine design.
Now crunch it down.
Off
4. Come on. 3. Come on. 2. Come on. 3 knees. Count it down.
The Chipco
3,
County Jail
2,
is a small
1.
ship structure across from a
3, 2.
former
Corner
Spanish
knee.
spirit house.
So, hey. Come on, y'all. Let's work out.
Like
Corner curl.
funny animals. Animals with
Let's
like
go.
bazooka arms.
Come on, what you got next?
You know? Whatever pops in my head.
Side leg.
Like
Get out.
maybe I'll draw a manatee with big muscles and bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel like drawing a bazooka that shoots out manatees with really huge
4.
muscles.
Step. Watch out. Come on, we come. L step.
You got mail.
Step.
A real respect for all
got
sides.
mail.
Come on.
That's
Back
the
to
term
the
for
top.
animals like
Punch it
manatees and
down.
zootropods, by the way.
Knees up.
Sirenian.
Let's go, step.
Like a
Let's
siren,
go.
like a mermaid.
Give me 3 knees.
They
Count
think
them down.
sailors invented mermaids because they thought manatees sound no
1. Switch it up. 3,
I asked
2.
Jared
Corner
if his
knee.
appreciation for Sardinians
knee.
extended to Mirabelle.
Elbow to knee.
He goes quiet.
Elbow to knee.
Sullen.
Leg. Curl. Come on, talk to me.
Got mail.
Come on, I see you.
She was
I
pretty
hear you.
sure. Long
Side
condition.
leg.
Got mail.
She was afraid to. That's nothing more.
Work out.
After all, she was
Come on,
the one
y'all.
hanging out
L
at the
step.
The
Step.
incident to which
Floor.
Jared is referring
Let's go.
occurred in June
Step.
of 2001.
Floor now. Knee straddle.
Local
Corner
legend
knee
around
straddle.
Microscopic Town
Turn.
on Mystic Bay.
Corner knee straddle. Let's do it again.
At 19,
Knee
she had
straddle.
gone on break.
Knee straddle.
Like many
Hey,
wild-type
come on, let's
water
go.
park workers, fighting
Come
for
on.
miasma
You got
and
Now
mail.
crunch it down. You're breathing heavy.
watch
You're
energy
sweating.
drinks. He
You are
suffered a
good to go. Okay? But
against
control your breathing.
He stripped off
Control
his
your
then
workout.
mascot
Let's
look,
go.
accompanied
Couple more
by several
punches.
other intoxicated park employees, dove
3.
into the
Sound of
that like a world record?
Let's go. 3 knees. 3, 2. I'm also crazy.
Jesse Lynns, like nearly everyone else in the
Three
other
knees again.
town of Mystic Bay,
That's insane.
You got mail.
1.
what
Hey,
transpired that
come on. Now corner knee. 8.
Okay, close.
7. Come on. 6. Count with me. 5. Count with me.
You got mail.
4. Come on.
It's important to
3.
have boundaries,
Come on.
or else
2.
you gotta get away
Punch
with
it down.
every little thing. Corn dogs on
Why
the
is your
water
head
slide.
so blocky?
Right to the
It's not
knees.
blocky.
In the jelly
6
fish.
more.
Come on, time to get out for a day.
That Manny the manatee
5.
should
Come on.
never be seen at a
4.
costume.
Come on.
That's the
You
second
got
thing.
mail.
Three,
Got
four.
mail.
The little children
Two.
seeing a bright pink human man wearing
Three.
a
Get 'em
swim
up. Let's
trunks
go.
and manatee mascot.
2. 1. Switch it up.
And then of course,
2. Corner knee.
that's the third thing.
8.
but first,
7. Squeeze. 6. Come on. 5. You got
when it
it.
comes to looking out for your
Come on.
future, do you know
I
who
can't
trusts
care.
investing
I only got
in
something. Don't leave me
loans
hanging.
today with
Corner
Chipco
curl.
County Bank and Loan.
8.
With Chipco County Bank
7.
and
Come
Loan,
on.
you can rest assured
6. I
your
got
money
you.
is working
Mail.
as hard
5.
as
4
you
more.
are using the power of
Come on. How long?
psychic
Last 2. What we got
astrological
next?
accounting
Side
harnesses
leg.
the power of the planets to grow
8.
your
I
life
I could probably hit him up.
Open an account today and receive a complimentary
If I wasn't
frame
busy, I would do this.
4,
Aries in your second
busy.
house.
You guys know I'm
Pisces
busy.
in your eighth.
2.
It's no matter.
Hey,
Check
Elsa.
the county bank and
Don't say I'm unemployed. I'm very. This is my job. I'm working right now. I'm literally working right now. I have to go to the bathroom. But I have this job. I'm working.
$50 cash bonus just for signing up. Check that county bank and loan.
Come on, let's work out. Come on, y'all. Knee strap.
To the case.
Let's go.
The promise,
Come on.
as everyone
Now.
knows,
Cross it
foretells the
over.
return of a creature
Bring it back.
known only as
3
the
knees.
anomaly.
Say.
Its
3,
name cannot
2.
be
Cross it
uttered by
over.
human tongues.
Bring it
Human
back.
minds cannot
3
conceive
knees.
of its
dead.
3, 2.
Oh my God! I missed a lot.
Get back. Get those arms up. 3 knees. You get those arms up. You can work a little harder. I believe. What you put in is what you get out.
Go into the wave
Now
pool.
crunch it down. Come on. That
Don't say
is
chill. I like that. That's my favorite drink in the whole world. I'm not a sellout.
being able to do this. Somebody somewhere can't do it. Come on. Knees up.
Sure. Yeah.
8.
You got mail.
7. Come
You got
on.
to keep in mind.
6.
got mail.
10s of people go
Apparently, this guy's the best ever do.
You.
I guess, you know,
Let's go.
I'd be okay. And I got stuck in the wheel.
8. Come on.
God, that was close.
6. Come on.
It was none other than Mario Diaz
Come on.
who saved Jared
I
from
can hear you through
developing
that
the
string.
same pelvic
Come on.
vestige as his beloved
Let's go. 3 knees. 3, 2, 1.
Everyone else
That's
just
it.
stood by the edge of the
3,
pool yelling,
2,
That's gotta hurt. Yeah, I feel like that does.
3, 2, 1.
she did something.
3. Hey,
Don't bring up the price of the That focus on the video.
First wave pool
Just
with
that
the
knee. 5.
insatiable
Come
holding
on.
force that
4.
rules over a
Let's
universe
go.
of dying
3. Let's go. 2. Time for your leg curls.
You got mail.
If I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be
From that point on,
I'll probably be a
Jared and
7.
Mirabelle
Come
were
on.
said to be
6.
inseparable.
I don't know what's
The beautiful mermaid
Come on.
always
4.
Maybe like
Get up.
by the familiar
Come on.
scent
badminton
of
or a
Let's go.
sprinter.
Side
Probably one of
leg.
you guys.
It was just really that I was grateful.
7.
Mirabelle wasn't ever
Six.
exactly nice to me before.
5. I see.
She never so much as
4.
looked
Come
another
on.
way.
3.
Mermaids and mascots.
2.
I don't look like someone with degenerative muscular disease. I don't even know what those words mean.
Come on. What you say?
She had her teeth.
Knees up.
Don't say that about the
What
wife.
you say?
She loved
Knees
fucking
up.
as a rule.
Come on. Come on.
I'd
Come
play a
on.
game
What
where she
you say?
pretended to be like
Knees up.
a seal.
It goes great. Knees up. Come on. Corner.
I know it's a fact, by the way.
Straddle
Sherry.
with it. Hey, who ready? Come on. Come on. Corner. Ready?
I can prove it right now.
Who ready? Go.
You got mail.
Who ready? Go. Straddle. Cross it over.
Check it out. I'll react with the heart rate monitor. I'll show you.
Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go. Come on.
Pose
3,
himself.
2,
Think about
cross
the
it over.
impact Mirabelle
got
Diaz
sweat
had
with me.
on such a
Sweat with me.
near-sized
Come
person.
You're supposed to wet the
Come
band.
on,
I'm
let's
not
do it
spitting
again.
on myself.
Cross it over.
What
Bring it
value
back.
does she have beyond her
3
first
knees.
runner-up
Sweat with me.
setting? Beyond her
3. Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go. Corner. Come on. Who ready? Go. Cross it down.
sounds of different orgos and
Feel that?
nose sharps,
It's hard for the heart rate to detect.
We also have a heart of gratitude,
building on
and we are also sweaty. And I'm telling you what,
Check out how low my heart rate is.
sweat with you. Come on, knees up.
complicated
1 minute on those crunches. Come on, let's go. Come on. Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go.
She's
Let me
now going
come on.
super dumb.
Right.
She even laughed at
Gotta get it up. Let me go. Who ready? Go. Hey, 30 more seconds. Don't quit on me.
slide.
Right, knees.
You got
You
mail.
have to wet it.
So the
It's
right
not
direction.
weird.
Inside her mouth.
It's not weird. I wash my hands.
Sound effects not included. Who ready? Go. Who ready? Go. Come on, y'all. 10 more seconds. 4 more.
I'd be a detective.
4.
Yeah, dude.
3.
Yeah, that's
2. Give me 3 knees. Let's go.
I found
3.
that I was
2.
so
Stop. 3. 1 minute on those ready. Go. Come on. Who ready? Go. 2. Who ready? Go. 1. Oh, that breeze.
Check it out.
Who ready? Go. Come.
Sweat. Tell me I'm not an athlete. Breathing heavy at heart rate. Tell me I'm not an athlete. Heart rate's up. Come on. 3, 2, 30 seconds. Come on. 3,
With dozens of games to
1.
choose from,
Endurance. 3,
that's one-stop
230
shop for home
seconds. Come on.
entertainment and
3.
life.
It barely moved. Last time on the right. It's increasing, but still relatively moving. 2, I'm punching down now. That's impressive. We're going to go
impressed by this.
corner knees.
Completely free
We're
and
gonna go
accessible
right
from your browser.
We're gonna
No
do
downloads
curl.
required.
It's increasing now because I thought of global issues, not because of the squats.
Corner knee.
I think racism in all forms is wrong.
Leg curl. Critical hit. Say it. Critical
I think if they're popular, I say it because I use them.
Critical hit.
We found a wig around here. One of the police was wearing it. Right after the cops finally arrived and cleared away the screaming elementary school
It's
kids.
going up because I made a really good sandwich.
They asked me if I knew anything
It's
about
critical hit.
if I knew anything about the slide. I'm like, yeah, of course I know about it.
Critical hit. Critical into that corner. Right into that knee. Last set. Aren't you racist against
Knows
nine
about the
people?
Megalodon Megatwist.
It's not even really a race. Curl. But yeah, down. How we doing?
Shoot straight down into
Come
the
on,
shark's
talk to
mouth.
me.
It's crazy.
Now we're going to those side
Yeah,
legs.
we lose maybe
We're gonna
6,
do 30
7,
seconds.
4,
You gotta go
4,
side leg. How long is this? Side
Like,
leg.
literally
Side leg. But I'm
moves.
gonna switch it up.
That's not just a turn of
I'm gonna
phrase.
do 3
On
side
the
legs.
slide, and he's
Three side legs.
we just don't say it's the which two parallel universes actually
okay.
fail. And all those lost screaming tourists
This like
slide off
3D
to exist
count.
alongside an alternate self in a world
2,
slightly different from
1.
our own.
Good.
And some say the entire park is actually
Do
built
it
on the
again.
body of the
Why do you have your
Each
age
slide
on
is a
screen? Corner.
straight into the
Obviously, my age would be increasing so rapidly. Or it wouldn't be that high of a number.
Actually got with stuck by sharks.
It wouldn't be that high. I don't look that old. 2, 1 more setting. 3. Oh, there's that animation in there. Come on. Let's go. Now crunch it down.
Deliberately.
We're near the end.
Jocelyn Garcia is also very
Come on now.
familiar with the slide.
Critical hit on each side.
Yeah, that's a funny thing.
Linda actually lost her cousin Rocky on that very same spot.
I remember because I was there. The artwork.
Switch it up.
Sunny day, real hazy white.
1.
Some kids it's kind of washed up and said hard dropping crossings with straight trees everywhere.
Dad, you think we'll be friends forever?
Rocky was up at the top of the slide hollering something dumb.
Drop a Twitch bomb. You think we'll be friends
Bunch of
forever?
dung holes is what I think he said. Now mind you, I'm just quoting some of the stuff with actors. I never really talk like that. Just so you know. Anyway, so Rocky slid down the Megalodon Megatwister,
Come on, 30
spinning a
seconds.
mega away and yelling,
All right.
"That's a colorful
Well, hey, that was actually a really good video. Critical. Come on. Okay. I'll take it hard. Come on. 2. Come on. All right, let's watch the same video again. Come on. All right, yeah, let's take a look at this video. Critical. Crunch it down. Amazing job. Corner. Let that come on down. Let it come on down. How do you don't hold it back?
Inside the
Don't hold it
Megalodon
back.
Megatwister's twisted
Now we got the
Megalodon
straddle.
mouth.
We're gonna take it all the way around. We're gonna keep doing the straddle.
I was back at
Over and over 4 minutes. Here we go.
but
2,
unfortunately, I
straddle.
go looking for another murder.
Take it around. Insane. Let's go.
That's insane.
Straddle. Just keep it going. 30 seconds. Corner knee straddle.
Usually, Margarita would hold up a second
Corner
slow
knee
sign,
straddle.
like the main sign spinner would spin a sign
Corner
saying,
knee
you know,
straddle.
2 for 1 drinks all night.
Turn. Come on,
And
20
the champ would
seconds.
spin one saying,
Come on, let's go.
You're gonna need
Last
to
round.
done this too.
Straddle. Critical.
Margarita got mad and just
Why is your head so block-shaped? Critical.
say that. I don't care.
Come on, time to get out for dead.
But anyway,
You
the
said
coast was clear.
you've got critical.
Tiny enough for the chinky window,
Push
so I
yourself.
crawled into the Megalodon
Going
Megatwister
against
shut
that
down.
grain. Come on.
That's when we saw
We
him.
got that.
What
Cross it
Jared
over.
found in
Now,
the
cross
fiberglass
it over.
shark's
We're gonna
colossal
speed.
massive jaws
Here we go.
would change the entire
4.
course of the investigation.
3.
In the shark's mouth.
Now give me 3 knees. Come on. 3. Critical.
Too tough.
4.
That
3. Come on.
different learning.
2. Now give me 3 knees. Come on. 3. Down. We're gonna go over again. How long is
So
this?
think about that for just a
Bring it back to
moment.
3 knees.
I'll weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. How could I possibly murder
I could probably
this
If
boy?
I wasn't busy, I was busy.
Surrounding fences and raise her up into the shark's mouth.
Cross it over. Critical.
Don't say I'm unemployed. I'm very, this is my job. I'm working right now. I'm literally working right now. I just go to the bathroom. I have no job. I'm working.
Or anyone for that.
Two. Last one.
Jaws of the giant.
3 knees.
As it turns out, his investigation produced an interesting theory.
Every move.
That's just the thing. Just
Critical. 3 knees. Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3, 2, corner knees.
they are incredibly strong.
Leg
It's close enough.
Come on, y'all. Critical.
Oh my God! I missed a lot.
Flip a body through the air in such a way that it lands.
Step.
You guessed it.
Floor.
Right in
Step.
the shark's mouth.
Corner.
This is not only
Floor.
possible, but
Knee
probable
straddle.
because
You
I
got
found
man.
something else in the shark's mouth.
Straddle.
She was, after all, wearing the
3 knees.
Apparently,
Critical.
these guys are the best to do.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
New
Tuning
York has
in.
had enough of human stuff in
shit.
their journey to make
Let's
much
go.
transfer.
God, that was slow.
Corner hit.
Most New Yorkers are simply agents of reality. The soft
Don't ever be
universe
afraid of that sweat.
bodies uniquely attuned to
Find it.
the world for
Get the ball.
perhaps the anomaly that Mirabelle had saved from
Right
the
side.
That's gotta hurt. Yeah, I feel like that does low-key.
Tender tenacity its revenge through Why was she near it to begin with?
Don't bring up the price of the
Pushed her in.
Chat, focus on the video.
I will try to find out more things from the security guard in the bathroom and, well, now I'm here.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Doing this, I'd probably be an ass.
Not even if it had a bazooka.
I'll probably be an
Ask
ass.
Jessalyn about this Orca theory
I don't know what sport,
and what she makes of the purple sequin
Maybe like,
found at the crime scene.
like a badminton or a sprinter. Probably one of the
They
other.
say that Jared has done strange things, but
Come on, let's go. Critical hit.
is strange anymore.
Corner hit. Corner hit.
I don't remember the name.
Critical hit. Let's give me
I don't believe something with a degenerative muscular disease. I don't even know what that means.
Switch it up. 3, now go back to those crunches.
Don't say that about the
The
life.
way you kept setting fire.
Let's go.
For your life.
Come on.
You know,
Critical hit.
fire was how she talked to the
Corner hit. Switch it up. Critical hit.
By the way,
set up a dental practice.
I can
Build that project as we go, all right? Let's go.
I have a heart rate check right now.
We'll keep on back to the top.
People say
Adding a
strange
move as we
things all
go.
the time.
How did it go? 3 knees.
Check it out. I'll react to the heart rate monitor. I'll show you. I'll show you right now.
One, switch it up. 3. What's the move? Corner hit. Don't have to remember it.
You're supposed to wet the band. I'm not spitting on myself.
The
Corner
animals are
curl.
sleeping
That
somewhere
leg curl.
soon in dream
Come on.
and more dreams.
Let's go.
Check it out.
Somewhere
Back
that
to those
orcas
crunches.
sleep
Crunch
within the
down.
hemisphere of their brains.
4. Don't quit on me. 3. Don't stop on me. 2. Let's go. Corner knees. Count it down.
Think about this as I
3.
look up
It's
the
hard for the heart rate to detect. I have a hole in my chest.
3. 2. Corner
It's
curl.
true that
Did you get
close
some of
enough
the
to the
movements messed up?
Check out how low my heart rate is.
Now we're adding your side legs.
my flash
Side leg. Side leg.
figures into the
Side
boss
leg.
central
Critical hit. 4. Come on. 3. Critical hit. Come on. 3 knees. Count it down.
smiling
3.
inside
2. One. Switch it up. 3. Critical hit.
That's wrong. That is Corner hit. Tell me I'm not an athlete. Look at that heart rate. Tell me I'm not an athlete.
Let's go.
Okay, now
Give me
turn
3
like
knees
this,
and count them
rest
down.
to the left.
3,
Get that way
2,
your skin won't look
1. Switch it up.
real fast.
3, 2, corner knee. Elbow to knee.
Passing director is just on the money, girl.
Elbow to knee.
It barely moved.
Come on,
It barely moved. What a generous number still. That's impressive. Many people will be impressed by this.
For now, knee strap.
It's increasing now because I thought of global issues, not because of squats. I think racism in all forms is wrong. I don't say things because they're popular, I say them because
You're breathing heavy. You're sweating. Good to go. Okay? Control your breathing. Control your workout. Let's go. Couple more punches. Sound effects.
And 2 lower levels, I made a really good sandwich.
2 almost. 3, 2, 1. Come on.
That's not even really a rate.
Come on. Come on. 2.
It's a time.
Punch it down. Good job. To the knee. 5. Come on.
Beautiful.
4.
Hairs of a beach.
3 knees. Get him on the 3, 2, 1. Punch it up. 3, 2, corner knee.
I'm shuffling 2 dogs to raise brains.
Why do you have your age on screen? Obviously my age wouldn't be increasing so rapidly. It wouldn't be that high of a number. It wouldn't be that high.
Come on. 5. 4 more. Last 2. What we got next? 7.
Use that easy to friends forever.
Come on. Knees stretch.
Drop a quick spot and you can be friends forever.
Come on. Let's work out. Come on, y'all. Knees stretch.
Returned to my rental car.
Let's go.
Frank pointed something out.
Come on.
The wild
Now.
macaques.
Cross it over. Bring it back.
Alright. Well, hey, that was actually a really good video.
2. Cross it over. Bring it back.
Okay, I'm taking the hard
Three knees.
Alright, let's watch the same video again and do it every day until we die. Alright, Chad, let's take a look at this video.
Believe it. What you put in is what you get out. Now punch it down.
How are they even doing?
Being able to do this. Somebody can't lose. Come on. Knees up. 8.
That's insane!
7.
That's insane!
6. 5. 4. Believe in you. Come on.
Okay,
Let's go.
close.
8 more. 8. Come on. 7. Count it with me. 6. Come on. 5. Come on.
You've done this too?
I can hear you through that screen. Come on. Let's go.
Why is your hair so blockchain? I'm not blockchain. Don't say that.
2.
Lots of like half a day.
3. 2. Do it again. 3. 2. 1. 3. 2. Corner knee. Just that knee. 7. 6. 4. Let's go. 3. Let's go. 2. Time for your leg curls. You got it. Keep your butt. Lean forward. 8.
How long is this?
7. Get up. Critical hit.
This week,
Let's go. Critical hit. I wasn't busy. I was just 8. I'm busy. No, I'm busy. 6. Don't say I'm unemployed. I'm very employed. I'm working right now. I'm literally working right now. I had to go to the bathroom. It's like, come on. I need a job. I'm working. Come on, what you say? Knees up. What you say? Knees up. Come on, critical hit. What you say? Knees up. It goes step. Floor. Knees up. Come on, step. Floor. Straddle with critical hit. Come on, let's go. Come on. Right on the feet.
rain or shine,
Corner
she'd
meets
swim in a massive glass jar.
I'm in. Corner meets straddle. Oh my God! I missed a lot. Critical hit. Knees. Come on. 3, 2. Cross it over. Sweat with me. Sweat with me. Come on. Come on. Let's do it again. Cross it over. Bring it back.
Pretty chill. I like that. That's my favorite drink in the whole world.
I'm not a sellout.
Critical